Hello, everybody. I'm Tanya Smith, and welcome. It is 2021. This is our first episode. Can you believe it? All right. So, I have some things that I definitely want to talk a little bit about. But before I do that, let me introduce myself and welcome you. If you would like to get alerts every time we go live, you'll see at the very bottom this little banner that's scrolling across here. You can go straight to tanyasmith.live and you'll have access to every place that I currently broadcast live. Just click subscribe so you can get notified and get alerts. So, what we're going to be talking about tonight, I want to ask you this question. How do you want to show up? How do you want to show up, and how can you show up big on video in 2021? We're going to talk a little bit about that tonight, and I'm going to share with you 3 strategies that I think can really help you to do tremendously well if you just stick with them. That's going to be important. So, let's see, a couple of things I want to share with you in terms of notes, and then I want to welcome the folks that are here. There's 3 things I want you to do. But before I do that, let me introduce myself a little bit more for those of you who are brand new and just watching this for the first time. This is our Get Noticed with Video live weekly show. I have been doing this show now for probably almost 2 years, which is crazy. I am a video content strategist. So I work with service providers like coaches, consultants, trainers, authors, speakers to help them to simplify how you live stream so that you can serve more people. So I know that live streaming can be overwhelming for a lot of people. It can feel like, you put yourself on camera and you're just putting yourself out there to the world. And that has some pros and some cons to it. But you don't have to be a professional videographer to do well with video and to be on camera. There are definitely some benefits to you being on camera and to connecting with the audience that you're trying to build. And that's one of the things we want to talk about when it comes to showing up in 2021 on video. How are you reaching more people? And not even just reaching more people, but reaching the right people, the people that are right for you and for what it is you have to offer. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. So 3 things. And I definitely have to say hello to my video VIPs community. We are video marketers in progress, or VIPs, very important people. My community is made up of amazing men and women who are in all kinds of service businesses. Definitely wave and say hello. If you want to take a look at our community, I've just put the little banner up there on how to get connected. But we are all looking at ways to do more strategy with video. Let me say hello. Happy New Year to you as well, Miss Lucy. If you're watching from the video VIP community, type in hashtag VIP. And if you are brand new, and this is the first time you and I have ever connected online, feel free to put hashtag newbie. So that's the first of the 3 things that I want to encourage you to do. The second thing is to like and subscribe so that you know when we go live every week. I've already invited you to do that. And the third thing is to stay tuned, because today is going to be the first time ever that we are doing a weekly giveaway. So we're going to do a giveaway at the end of tonight's session, which usually ends or wraps around 30 minutes, 35 minutes or so. So stay to the end so that you can be entered to win and have another device like your favorite mobile phone next to you, because I need to give you a link. I'll show it on screen, give you a quick link so we can choose our winner. All right, so the only other thing I'll do before we dive into our content, because again, we're going to talk tonight about how to show up big on video in 2021. The only other thing I want to do is to make sure to announce that we are going to be hosting our very first Let's Go Live Challenge of 2021 on January 25th. So be sure that you're on my email list. And to get on my email list, go to getnoticedwithvideo.com, or you can type in news.getnoticedwithvideo.com to make sure that you stay up to date and alert. We open registration 10 days ahead, so around January 15th. And the folks who are going to be the first to know, and Happy New Year to you, Marcia. The folks that are going to be the first to know will be the folks that are in our community. So make sure that you get connected to our community at Video VIPs. I had that scrolling. If you need me to scroll it again, let me know. All right. let's talk a little bit about showing up big and what that means. So I have jotted some notes down because I want to make sure to stay on target with this and to give you some information that you can use. If you think about showing up big on social media nowadays, it really is less, I think, less about the numbers you have, because literally anybody that you see on social media right now, some of them have bought views, they've bought numbers, they've bought followers and likes, etc. So I don't know that I always put credibility into that. And that's something that's even more and more evident to me here lately as I'm seeing other platforms like Clubhouse, etc., where sometimes people are tooting their own horn, but they haven't yet quite done the work to really earn that recognition. Yeah, we're all on our way. We're all on a path. So no knocking that. But we don't need to overinflate numbers to equate to success. That's what I'm saying. In other words, you can have a smaller audience, and if they are the relevant audience, they're the right audience for you, they're engaged, they're connecting with you on a more personal level, they're investing in your products and services because they truly believe that they can have a transformation at the end of taking each of those courses, for instance, or participating in the workshop or reading the book. If you are able to serve people in the right way, you will be a success. And so that's what I'm talking about when I talk about video and showing up. I need us to show up bigger and not hide behind the camera or hide behind numbers or hide, period. It's time to shine. It's 2021. We all have ample opportunities that are available to us. Definitely nowadays, now more than ever, because we're not having to spend a lot of money on promoting ourselves on camera or on social. You don't have to do that. You just need to do these three things. So let's start with the three things. And while I'm doing that, I also want to say hello to a few more folks. Miss Pamela, good to see you, beautiful. Wonderful, wonderful. If you're in my VIP community and I have not seen your face, feel free to go to StreamYard.com/Facebook to make sure to give permission there. If you're watching on YouTube, you're welcome to also leave a comment. Any of you who are here, leave a comment or a question as we talk about these three things. All right, so we're going to dive into number one, tip number one, to show up big on video in 2021. One of your best keys, and I'm going to start with this first, is to interact and engage. This is one of the reasons why I absolutely love live streaming, is because it gives you an opportunity to really connect with people. And right now, people are aching. They are in pain. They need engagement. They need interaction with another adult to adult interaction. So as you're thinking about your customers and your potential customers, really give them an opportunity, an avenue by which they can communicate with you on a more personal and human level. That means interacting. So when you're doing live video like we're doing right now, one of the best ways that I found to really be able to have a deeper connection with a community and to build a community is by asking questions, is by acknowledging people. You've seen folks that have shown up in the comments today. I just love you all for even showing up. But I love it even more when I get to showcase you and to say hello in real time. It's not just about numbers. Again, we already said that, but it's about focusing on community building. And when you interact and you answer questions that people have, and you tackle some of the problems that are on their mind, that are top of mind for them, for the folks that are viewing, that are in your audience, then the more likely you're going to be successful and to show up big on video. It also helps you to create a two-way conversation. Because while I'm sitting here on camera and I'm speaking to the camera, I'm also speaking to you as an individual person and groups of people, right? So we're creating a two-way conversation because you have an opportunity to actually respond back. Just as I'm speaking to you, you're responding back in the chat and in the comments and through your questions and even watching the replay. If you're watching the replay, by the way, type in hashtag replay for me. It creates more of a trust factor when you interact and you engage, because then people know you're not just a bot, right? You're not some type of machine who doesn't even care about their feelings or their thoughts or their real problems, but you're a real person. So always make sure that you respond, for instance, in the comments, even if it's after your video is done. So that is tip number one, making sure that you show up big by interacting and engaging with your audience. Think about ways you can do that. Create engagement opportunities and questions and nuggets, where people are going to respond. And Shabaka, good to see you. Hello and Happy New Year. I have a question that you asked that I need to answer for you, so I'll do that towards the end. Awesome. All right. So here's number two. Let's talk about number two, to show up big. Be consistent. For those of you who have followed me for some time, you know this is my favorite thing to talk about, is creating systems to do video that help you to be more consistent. Because look, none of us have 24 hours a day to sit here at a desk on camera, right? Instead of doing that, what I want you to do is spend more of your time actually serving people in the way that you are gifted and blessed to be able to serve people. So less time on video. And you can do that if you are simplifying the systems that you use to prepare for the video, to record the video, and after the video is done, how you're repurposing that content to continue to serve while you are in person interacting. I say in person, not right now, but while you're interacting with people, right, in a service level, while you're coaching them, while you're consulting with them, while you're training them, while you're providing them with advice that's solid, that's going to help them to transform their lives and their businesses. So being consistent is about a couple of different things. And here's the question for you. I want you to think about how consistent you have been. If you are in the throes right now of making a determination to be on camera more, just answer this question. And I'm going to ask it of you a little later on too, so that you can participate in the giveaway. The question that I want you to think about is, how often have I been on camera in the last 30 days? None? Couple times? Every week? So think about that, because that's going to be the question that we're going to ask of the evening at the very end, so that we can get you to participate in a giveaway. I'm going to give away something free. Excited about that. All right. So being consistent. How do you become more consistent? Let me ask you, if you have ideas on being consistent, what helps you to be more consistent? Just type in the comments. Is there one tip that you would share with other people? I'm looking through the comments. Awesome. Yes. Cool. And thank you. All right. So one tip that you can think of that would help you to be more consistent, I want you to share. If you are consistent and feel good about that right now, share it. First of all, I would suggest choosing a regular day and time for consistency. For me, it's every Thursday at 6 p.m. Central. That's when I go live. I'm always going to be live at that time. That way I can communicate, and you would be able to do this too once you choose that consistent date, that regular date and time. Choose that day and time that you're going to be live, so that people know, and you can promote it. And you can let people know in advance in your email list, right? And you can have it in your signature that these are the days and times that I go live each week. It's easy. It's easy if you have a calendar, if you created a schedule. So that's one way to be consistent. Another way to be consistent is to always start on time. There's nothing like you saying, hey, I'm going to start at 6 p.m. Central, and then 15 minutes later, you still haven't started. Well, guess what? The people that were anticipating you being there and that showed up are no longer going to be there. They're gone. They're off doing something else. They're on the next social platform, or they're on the next video, or they're consuming other person's content, or they're watching Netflix, whatever it is that they're doing. But they left because you weren't on time. So be on time. Start on time when you say you're going to start. A third and final way is to promote the next event while you're doing the current event. So every time I do a live stream, I always share, here's what's next. This is where we're going to be on next, right? The more you put it out there and you say what you're going to do, the more you commit verbally and out loud to the audience that you're trying to reach, the more likely you're going to stick with it. Because once it's put out into the universe, right, then you're holding yourself accountable, and other people will hold you accountable too by asking you, hey, aren't you supposed to be on live on Friday at 9 a.m.? So be consistent. The third and final thing, I see we have some trolls that I'm going to have to definitely get rid of when we get off of here. But at the end, the third of our and final thing that I will share in terms of tips is to show up big, have a plan in mind. Now, this could encompass so many things, and it literally could take, I don't know, I could do a whole workshop in a day on how to have a plan. As a matter of fact, we're going to be sharing some things with the Social Media Marketing Society on the 19th. I'm going to be sharing how to prepare, like what's the system I use for preparing for my live stream videos. And we're going to break that all down. Here's what I would suggest. When you have a plan, this is also about a couple of different things. The first thing is, let me say this. When you get up in the morning, you get your clothes on, you put your coat on, you grab your keys. Maybe you have a purse, maybe you don't. You put your keys in your wallet, whatever you're going to do. You walk out to your garage, you open your car door, you get into the car, and you pull out of the garage. Usually you're going to have a destination. You're not just driving around just to be driving around and wasting gas. There's a destination. So if you're going to have a destination in mind when you travel and when you get into your car, think about how can I have a destination in mind every time I get myself on camera. If you're going to get on video, especially live video, which I know some of you balk at, but if you're doing live or pre-recorded video, what is the purpose? What am I trying to accomplish? What is it that I want to achieve? Think about the destination. What are you trying to get to? So a couple of different things you want to think about in terms of having a plan. Think about your topics. Think about your topics in advance. Don't just think about your topics, but ask the people who matter the most to you about topic ideas. And the people who matter most typically are going to be your prospective clients and your current clients and customers. Ask them, what's on your mind in the niche that you're the expert in? What's on your mind, and how can I provide a solution to a pain point, something that you're dealing with? How can I provide a solution to that? And create live stream content from that. It's really easy to fall in love with your own stuff. I can attest to that. My first topic that I was going to do for 2021, I looked at it and I looked at it again and I was like, no. But sometimes it's really, really easy to get stuck in your own head. Ask around, ask your community, send out a poll. If you don't have a community that you've built yet, try to do some research by checking sites like Quora. Check Amazon. I've shared this before. Check Amazon for the best-selling books in your niche. Look through the table of contents and get ideas for really good topics that would be of interest in your field. And share a live video based on that. But have a plan about what you're going to say. Decide on your flow. Earlier today, I talked a little bit about the tool that I use called Workflowy. Workflowy is an app. It's an outliner app. So you can create bulleted lists. I use it for just about everything. I use it to create my workflow for each and every episode that I'm going to record when I'm talking with you. So how are you creating or deciding what the flow of your conversation is going to look like? That's part of having a plan. What are you going to do with the content after you're done with the video? Are you going to download it? Are you using the audio in the podcast? Are you planning on repurposing it, or are you just going to leave it there because it's a particular type of content that you just want to drive people to in your YouTube channel or on your Facebook Live channel? These are things that you have an opportunity to think through strategically, and not just to have, I don't know what I'm going to do, be the downfall of your content. Because you put all the time and the effort into getting on camera in the first place. So why on earth would you not do something with it? But you got to have a plan. So let's recap. And I'm going to go back through these real quick here. And thank you so much, Dr. Missy Johnson. Love you, love you, love you. All right, so let's do a recap real quick. The first one is show up big by interacting with other people. Interact and engage. Number 2 is show up big by being consistent. And show up big by having a game plan. What's your plan for the content? What's your plan to go live? What's your plan during the live? Are you asking engaging questions? Are you getting people excited and interested in what you're talking about? Are you having them interact with you through emojis and other types of things, right? All right. So here's what we're going to do, because we have a giveaway that I've decided to do each and every week. And before I do that, let me remind you again that we're going to do the Let's Go Live challenge coming up on the 25th of this month. That's January 25th. It starts on a Monday. It ends on a Friday. Just a little bit about the challenge so that you're familiar with and you understand why this challenge is so excellent. The reason why we love this challenge, and I'm going to go ahead and put up my, let's see, news link. The reason why we love the Let's Go Live challenge is because it's an excellent way to help you in just 5 days. And really on day 4, you're going live, but to help you to get on camera and do your live video. If you're new, it's going to help you to put your toe in the water and in a safe space, figure out what the steps are that are required to go live. If you're not new and you've done live videos before, but you're looking for consistency and you're trying to build momentum, it's going to give you a safe space for you to practice. And it's going to probably give you some ideas that you didn't think about. And it's not just a course that you're investing in that you're going to put off into the corner and let it gather dust. This is a situation where we as a community are participating. And you get to participate as many times as you want. If you want to participate this month in January, great. Come back in February, participate again. In fact, most people tend to participate multiple times until they get their sea legs and they're off and running, or maybe they're taking another advanced program with us. So make sure you get in, that you connect, and that you're on my list so that you can get first notice of when we do the Let's Go Live challenge. The next one is the 25th, and you can sign up starting on the 15th. Let's do our giveaway. I cannot wait to do this. Okay, so here's how we're going to do this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to give you a code to put in, okay? So let's, here's where you're going to go. Let's share my screen real fast here. And give me a little grace this time, because this is going to be the first time I've done this. Remember, I asked you earlier, when was the last time you were on camera? So what I will do, let me do this, is put crowd.live RJMAH. See at the bottom scrolling there, you're going to go to that link. And what I will do is turn on the voting. And what you're going to do is basically enter your answer. So let me do right now, I'm going to turn it on. And we're going to start the countdown in 10 seconds. So head over to crowd.live, and then you see those letters, RJMAH. And I thought it was going to show up for me a little bigger. Let's see if we can blow that up bigger right now. So crowd.live, RJMAH. Go there and answer that question. So when was the last time you were on camera, live or pre-recorded? And while you're answering that question, what I also want to do is to answer Shabaka's question to me. So Shabaka asked me this question. You asked, oh, let me share this with you too. When you do go and answer this question so that you can participate in the giveaway, it is going to ask you for your name and your email. Part of the reason is because I want to make sure that I have a way to get you your prize, your giveaway. And what we're giving away, there's a couple of different things that I have coming. I'm waiting for right now, but we have created our own Get Noticed with Video notebooks. These are video journals for you. I've also put together just a limited number of gift certificates for people who want to participate in our upcoming programs. So you will have gift certificates. So you're going to instantly see that you won when you participate after we do the questions. So fill out the question. The question is, when was the last time you were on camera live or pre-recorded? So the answers are the 12th of never, like you've never done it, in the last 6 to 12 months, in the last 1 to 3 months, or within the last 7 days. Just go to the link that you see at the bottom, crowd.live, RJMAH, enter your answer. And then what I will be doing in just a second is I will be selecting our winner. It's a random way to do this, but we will be checking that out in just a second. Now, I see a few votes in there. Yay. Okay, so just in a second, while that is loading up, what I will also do is answer Shabaka's question. So Shabaka asked about Clubhouse. And is Clubhouse an option for is it a good opportunity for building a network, for monetizing, all those different things? Now that I've been on it a little longer, and I plan to be on there in about 30 minutes, I'm going to jump off of here and head over there to Clubhouse for an after party. I'll say this, I have spent, I don't even know how many hours. I haven't logged the hours yet. I've spent a limited amount of time so far on Clubhouse, because what I found is that 15 minutes can turn into 2 hours. For real, whether you're listening to someone else or if you are hosting your own room. And so what I found is that it can be a real time suck unless you have some intention behind why you're there. The most important thing you can do is to, first of all, once you have Clubhouse access, so if you have an invite and you go and you get your Clubhouse app on an iOS device, it's only on Apple devices right now. The most important thing you can do is really pay attention to what other people are doing, like go and lurk in a few rooms. Listen in, see how big rooms are going, see how smaller rooms are going, if there are topics that interest you, okay? Another thing, a tip I would give you is to go to clubhouseguide.com. If you want to get all the resources that are available that tell you how to operate in the platform, that's where I would suggest going. And then the third thing is host your own room. Host a room based on your expertise, your niche, and a topic, just like you would with live streaming, and see how things go. Because right now it's kind of like the wild, wild west. I know that there are people that are selling formulas and telling you, hey, I've got the funnel for you to monetize Clubhouse and all of that other stuff. I'm just a skeptic by nature. So ultimately, what I would encourage you to do is to experiment and see if it's right for you. I don't know yet that it's right for me. I have said yes to a few specific opportunities where people that I know and trust have invited me. And I've been a little bit more bold and decided to go ahead and try it myself by facilitating a couple of rooms. So I'll give you more of my feedback after I do a few more rooms, and I can be a little bit more informed and share with you my thoughts on that. And yes, Dr. Missy said, for real, things can definitely turn crazy. She's right. Or it could be a lot of time. Like I've had back-to-back invites and it's taken a lot of time. Okay, let's do our drawing. Okay, I'm going to do a lottery. So here's the thing that will happen is, as I play this, it's going to pick a winner. First of all, let me see how I actually show the summary, because I don't know. Let's show it. Projector view, poll code. We're going to close the poll and we will see. Oops. I don't know if we want to close the poll yet. Let's do the lottery first. So look at your screen wherever you made your entry. And I'm about to run the lottery right now. That's not, okay, I wasn't selected, but somebody was. Let me see who my winner was. Pam at Jasper Consulting. So Pamela at Jasper Consulting, you will be getting an email from me. You just won a $25 gift certificate towards a course by Get Noticed with Video. You should see that on your screen. Let me do this and see if I can actually show the poll answers. We're going to get the hang of this, and next time I'll be really a lot better at doing it. Okay, my votes. I didn't vote. So next time I need to show you the actual projector view, not my own personal view, is what I figure I need to do. Ah, that's what I did wrong. Okay, we're going to stop sharing. But look, Pamela, you won. And we'll figure out how to do that properly the next time to show it. But just know that you won, and I'm excited for you. And I will be sending you, I see the yay. I'll be sending you your prize here shortly. And Shabaka, you're welcome. You're welcome. If you have more questions on that, we can certainly turn offline or have another conversation online. And I will be heading over to Clubhouse in just a few minutes. Dr. Messi says she did not win. I know. So only the winner, the person who's winning, can see this. And then I have to figure out a way to actually share what I'm seeing because I have two different screens up showing poll information, but I will definitely do that next time. I'll have it ready next time. Meanwhile, if you have questions, even if we're not live anymore, but you had questions about what we talked about tonight, leave that in the comments so I can make sure to answer. I'll come back and review, make sure that I'm answering your comments and your questions, because we want to make sure that you have what you need out of this content that we deliver each week. The last thing that I'll do is I'll leave you with this. And this is going to be our new, in order for you to join up with me and to have like a real chat, like we're talking, because this is me experimenting here with Clubhouse, go to tanya.click/Clubhouse at 7 p.m. So that means 30 minutes from now, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. I will be over there so we can talk a little bit more about this topic. I'm excited to try this out and see how it goes. You know, you are the best, Lucy. Thank you so much for showing up this evening. I hope that you got a few tips out of what we talked about tonight. I do have some more technical things we're going to be talking through as the year progresses, and we've got so many different opportunities for you in terms of programs coming up. I was asked about delivering a wave video class, so that is on the radar for you as well. Yes, Dr. Missy said, congratulations, Pam. Yes, it does let me know who won to your question. But I'm waiting for StreamYard to build in a prize and giveaway app. They've been talking about it because they have one that was strictly designed within StreamYard. So for those of you who are on StreamYard, that's what I use for my streaming platform. When they are going live on Sundays, they do a giveaway at the end. Now, I could have used something. If you're looking for ideas, there's one called commentpicker.com. And that way you can literally show on screen. Pamela said, thanks, Dr. Missy. You can show on screen who your winner is in the process of the win happening in real time. The problem with it, though, this is what I ran into and why I didn't use it, is that it is only effective for one platform at a time. So either you can use it on YouTube, or you can use it on Facebook page, or you can use it on a Facebook group. Using this method that I just used, once I get it right, you can have anybody anywhere that's watching from whatever platform they choose to participate and be picked. But I would love an easier way to showcase that on screen. I would love for it to be part of the streaming app. So I know there's been some requests that have come through to StreamYard. I don't know that Restream has that in their pocket, but we'll be watching, and I'll make sure I communicate that and share it with you all. All right, folks, I hope that you have an amazing night. I will say, for those of you who are feeling a bit disheartened by the events in the last 24 hours and you're feeling a little downtrodden, or you're feeling a little topsy-turvy, a little worn out, exhausted, annoyed, anxious, all those things, just know that we have the ability to choose how we react and respond to things. And we're going to keep showing up big. That's what we do. In spite of anything else that's coming at us, we show up big. And that was what the topic was about tonight. So I hope that you'll continue to shine and to continue to focus on those things that really matter. Continue to focus on the people in your life that you love and you care about, and continue to focus on you being the new and improved version every time you look in the mirror. I will see you next week, Thursday at 6 p.m. Central sharp. Thanks again for watching.